those of you who know that where there's fear, there's no faith. And the only way to work on the world is to work on yourself. Because what you have in your own life, what you bring about in your own life is a vibration. And when you could change yourself, it changes the vibration of your home. And then it branches out, and then it's the neighborhood, and then it's the city, and then it's the country, and then it's the world. And yes, we are very, very powerful. So as individuals, if we could raise our own vibration and talk about raise the vibration of ourselves, you know, it can happen, and it takes some practice and some work, and it's just about switching on the positive thought when a negative one comes in. Okay. So I did get a download, and I want to read it. I typed it the minute I got it. I believe we have to raise our vibration in order for our lives to help others shine and lift. We have to work on us. We need to focus on the good and the light within us so we can shine bright. It is a brave and needed act to have such peace within ourselves that we are so vigilant with our own peace. It's vigilance. It's like, the only thing I compare it to is working or in school. When you're doing something specific, it's vigilant. So we have to be vigilant with our own peace. Reach for peace, reach for the light. That our energy exudes throughout the neighborhoods, and our neighborhoods reach other neighborhoods, and so on and so forth, until our peace reaches the world. So that's as a collective, and that's the only thing we can do. That's the only thing you can work on. But if you think as a group that that's not incredibly powerful, it really is. And it could probably take 5 to 10 minutes in the morning of meditation. That's it. So with that, for those of you who don't know how I work, I open with a prayer. It's 2 minutes. And then I'm just going to shoot around and give messages. Does that sound good? Okay. So I'm either going to go direct, or I'm going to say I have this happening right now, and I would like, if anybody could bring this forward, put your hands up in Zoom. You could either do it like this, or you can do it with the little raised hand icon. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so just relax and sit back, and whatever that means for you, you can lay down. I'm going to close my eyes with you. And just take a few deep breaths, slowly and deeply, relaxing and letting go. Take a few deep breaths, relaxing and letting go. And imagine God's light, a white light coming from the center of the earth, moving into the soles of your feet, now moving into the ankles, the calves, the knees. And imagine this ball of loving light in your thighs settling into your lower back and turning the color ruby red. Moving into the lower abdomen, filling the lower abdomen with the color orange. Moving now into the upper belly, filling the upper belly with the color yellow. And moving into the heart area, turning this area emerald green. And breathing this light into your lungs. And imagine this ball of light in the center of your throat, turning the color sky blue. And now envision this ball of light in the center of your eyebrows, turning the color indigo. And now shooting this ball of light out through the top of your head, having it hover above your head 10 to 12 inches. Imagine this ball of light turning the color purple. Imagine this ball of purple light turning into purple raindrops, giving you a spiritual cleanse down the front, the back, the legs, the knees, the calves, and the feet. Beautiful. I want to begin right away. I'm going to just tell you what I'm sensing. And then if anybody could take this, I have a boy in spirit. This boy is a young boy. I feel like it's a cousin or a brother. And they're coming in strong. I feel like this little kid was a cousin, a brother, and a son. And I feel like he was maybe 7 or 8. That's the vision I get, that this child is about 7 or 8 years old when I see him in the spirit world. I also feel like he could be like one generation back, like this could be your mom's child. And he shows me that he's marching. He's showing me that he's marching. So I feel like this little boy would have loved music. I'm just going to tell you, he's marching. I feel like in life he would have done this too. He also is at peace. And I'm going to come back to him in a second. Somebody's raising their hand, right?
I am,
Okay.
except for the age is not correct for me.
That's okay. That's the age he shows me. Would you understand? It doesn't matter, Nicole. I want to just say, did he like music? Did he like to march? And around the age 7 or 8, did he have like a music thing or had a drum? Would you understand that? Or did he like to march?
He would have played the drum, like the single drum in
Mhm.
school. A little bit older than 7 or 8, actually. But
Okay.
and he loved
And
music.
I understand. He's showing me that he's with somebody in the spirit world. I feel like this would be your dad. Is your dad in the spirit world, hon? Because he's with an older gentleman. Nicole, there you are, upper left. I forgot to give. I'm gonna just put you on speaker view. Okay,
I
thanks.
raised
Thanks for being here.
Yes, my dad and my son are both in the spirit world.
Okay, thanks. Because he lifts his hand to grab your father's hands. And I'm gonna say this. I feel like at this age they were chummy. They were really close. Would you understand that?
No.
All right. Well, he brings me. Okay, so let me just see. Did your dad also like music? Would you understand your dad loving music as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because your dad is teaching him about all the musicians that your dad would have liked when your dad was growing up. Like your dad loves music, and he's just feeling so grateful that he's with your son in the spirit world. Sad for you, and I'm so sorry for your loss, but he's showing me that he's grateful that they're together in the spirit world. And I also feel like you get these messages a lot, like they're together in the spirit world. Do you understand that?
Yes. Not
Okay.
lately, but I haven't seen a medium for a
Well,
while.
maybe that's why they're here, because I feel like they're trying to kind of like give you a pinch or a jolt that they're still around you. And
Yes.
I always say, like, when spirit comes in, you're either going through a little bit of a tough time if you haven't heard from them in a long time. So what they're trying to show me is the tough time ends, and I feel like
Oh,
it might not end till April. So we're going to go through the winter and get to April. So
okay.
all you need to do is just carry on. I feel like they gave me that word, carry on. Are you British?
No, I mean, I have like relatives that originated there, like
Okay,
grandparents, but
because they're
no.
telling me carry on. So I feel like that's a very British term when I actually say it to you. So I feel like I'm getting it from the other side for you, that you would need to carry on. And
Yeah,
would
makes
you,
sense.
would
We're
you,
doing something
oh, can I ask you a question? I know this is random, but did your son like vanilla, or in particular vanilla cake?
Yes, he did. And last night I pulled up a picture on my screen of him eating a cake. I
Okay,
mean, it was like
it was chocolate or vanilla, because he's telling me he likes vanilla.
on the inside, but like chocolate and strawberry on the outside.
Okay, good. Because he's there and he's telling me, tell her I like vanilla. So I'm like, that's kind of
Right.
random. So when you pulled that up last night, I'm just going to tell you that he was with you. Okay.
Absolutely. I could
And
feel
he's
him.
always with you and around you. And I feel like you had a closeness that was
Very.
not describable. I couldn't describe it. It's like it's palatable. And I want to
Yes,
say that he's always with you. And that's
I believe
really, really important for you to know. Hold on. I have to just tell something to my admin.
his brother is here with us now, living with us temporarily, which is just so completely unexpected and random.
Okay, don't
And
tell me,
yeah,
don't tell me a lot of stuff, because I'd rather give this to you, because I could have gotten that maybe for you, and that would be my honor and my pleasure to be able to tell you that. Okay, I want to
no
say
biggie.
that, oh, okay. Your son likes to tease. He says he's the more handsome of the two.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, but it's like your son that lives with you, that doesn't matter to him. Do you understand that? The son that lives with you, he doesn't have to be the best looking kid in the room. It's so far beyond. That's why your son in the spirit world is telling me this, because it wouldn't even bug him that he would say that. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Would you understand? Did your son like beer? Did he like to drink beer?
Well, he didn't drink beer, but
He would have liked to drink.
he would have liked to have drank beer. He had a few beers, but
Okay.
it wasn't
'Cause-
something he did regularly.
And the son
But he
that
did
lives
like
in
it.
your house, does he like to drink beer as well? Because
Uh,
he gave me a
he
mug of
does.
beer.
Yep, yep, he
Um,
does.
is there a birthday coming? Because I feel like somebody's talking about a birthday.
Uh, birthday coming.
All right, don't worry about
Not
it. Would you also
January.
understand a T initial or a Tony?
Uh, T was his initial of his middle name.
Okay. And is that person in the spirit world that he would have been named after a T?
Yeah, it's my father. It's his
Okay,
last
thank
name.
you. Okay, because I just feel like they're just trying to give me evidence that they're all lines up for you. And is there would you understand something with a harp or like strings, music,
Well,
a musical instrument? Would you understand that? Because they're bringing me that to you.
um, going to sound bath. I wish I had a harp, but I don't have one. I don't
Nice.
know.
Well, you will. So I don't know if you do that, but they're telling me that this is really important for you.
I
Like
actually
they're
really want.
bringing me this to you as a gift. So continue with
Great.
the music, continue with what you're doing, because I feel like there's going to be a shift and I feel like it's going to take place in the month of April.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Can I help you with any questions that you might have?
Sure.
Give me
You know,
one,
we're
'cause I want to get through the
one
room. Give me the most important question that you have.
most important question I have is, do they think it's a good idea for Milo to live here in Maui
Temporarily. I feel like it's
temporarily?
temporarily, and I feel like I think it's going to be at least 6 months.
I see. Okay.
I don't know. I think he would stay, but not living in with you. Does that make sense?
That'd be great.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be in your house because that's the first thing I got. He might be with you 6 months, but he's going to be leaving within 6 months. And I don't think living that far
Like,
from you.
but he would be at my particular house for 6 months, you feel?
I think he's going to be with you for 6 months, Nicole. It's going to be a great Thanksgiving. I'm so grateful that you're here, sweetheart. And thank you for being here. I'm sorry for your loss and have a great rest of your day. And hopefully you'll stay on and give
Yeah.
other people love so that they get a reading as well. You know, I always say, like, if you pray for the person next to you in these little boxes, you
Yes.
somehow get lit up. You know, you just light up. And that's how it works, you know, praying for somebody else. I'm going to go with, can I come to you, Lynette? Hi, hon. How are you?
Oh, there we go. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I was on mute. I'm well. How about yourself?
You're good. I can hear you. You're fine. Um, can I just ask you a question? Has there been like another change that's going on with you? Because I feel from the spirit world, they're talking about more changes. And you are getting frozen for some weird reason. So
My Wi-Fi is so terrible out here in the country, but can you see me now?
I can, yeah, you just froze.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I have a lot of changes going on.
but I feel like one change wasn't so great, but there's two big changes that are happening that are going to be great. And I know that sounds,
I hope so.
yeah, but is one like a business thing that you're trying?
Yes.
Okay, because that one I see like at like 99% that that's gonna happen for the better. So
Oh,
just stick that one out, like stick that out.
it's been tough.
Yeah. No, but it's a tough time right now for a lot of people. So, but I would like you to like raise your vibration, and continue to do your spiritual work and work with the light and see this really taking off for you because I think it's going to be a wonderful thing.
All right. Awesome. Thank you.
Okay. And there's a young man too that comes through in the spirit world. He looks young to me. I feel like he's in his 40s or 50s, or he's showing me how he looked his best. Is this your dad, hun?
No. Are you still
Okay.
talking to Lynette? Are you
Yeah.
still talking? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, my dad's still here.
Is
Um,
there a man that would have had a full head of hair and it would have been gray? And then he brings me back to age 40 and 50. Would you understand this? And okay, so I'm getting names. Is there a Paul that you would understand? Or a
no.
P initial? No
Uh,
P initial?
mm-mm.
Okay. Do you have any questions? Because I could be with somebody else right now.
I do not.
Thank you. Good luck with the work. It'll definitely be better for you.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Who has a Paul in the spirit world that would have had like it? I feel like there's a man coming through a P. I feel like it's a P initial and has a like very like substantially nice thick hair. Can anybody understand who this person is coming through for me? No? Okay. All right.
Hey, Susan.
Hi.
Hi, Sharon. How are you?
You have a Paul, huh?
My dad, but
Oh,
he had a
okay.
beard, but he didn't have the hair, but it's a
Okay.
Paul.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Would he have joked about not having hair?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I understand. Okay. All right, let me just see what he's trying to tell me. Are you traveling for the holidays? Like, are you gonna go elsewhere out of Manhattan for the
I'm going to
holidays?
go to Connecticut.
Yeah, he's telling me that this is going to be a lovely trip for you and a good thing. So he's always around you. He's got his hand on your shoulder and he said you did a very good job. So I feel like something that you would have accomplished in the last month, you did a very, very good job. And he's like wasn't easy for you. I'm gonna just tell you. This was not an easy thing for you to do, but you did a very, very good job. And he pats you on the shoulder. And he
Thank
says, I'm
you.
very proud of you. Because I feel like this came naturally for him, but not naturally for you. Do you understand this? He's also bringing in a cake for you. I feel like it's like not a birthday cake. I feel like this is more of like a congratulatory cake that life is moving for you, that life is showing you more things and a better life for you is coming. So I feel like there's a lot of shifts, including where you live. Do you understand that? I don't know if you'd leave where you live, but I feel like things are changing in your environment. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And he's very much in your ballpark, not in your ballpark, but he's very much like this is part of your spirit team. that you would always be connected with your dad. He was here for you and he's in spirit for you. He's with another gentleman and a female in the spirit world. And that's what they come through with. And he tells me he has hair now. Like, that's the joke. He's because he gave me his name, Paul, and he's was he tall, hun?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
because he's very he shows me like he's wearing a really nice suit. He's tall, he's got his hair. And he likes showing me how he looks. You know, he says how good he looks and how healthy he feels. And I would understand, would he have when he crossed over, would he have had stuff going on in the chest area? Would you?
Yes.
'Cause
Lungs.
I was Sharon, let me tell you, because I was starting to feel, it's all right, babe. I was starting to feel like I couldn't, like he was telling me it was his lungs without trying to make me not breathe. So he's saying everything's good. He feels great. Everything's good. And you know, predicting like there is a trip coming besides Connecticut. I want to say, I know this sounds odd. It's either Mexico or overseas or both. I'm getting both. But maybe not Mexico for 2 more years, but I'm getting an overseas trip. So I would plan it and just know the money will be there. Seriously.
Thank you so much. That's wonderful.
The
So
money
nice to
will
hear
just
from
show
Dad.
up. The money will just show up, he says.
Thanks, Dad.
Do you have any questions, sweetie?
Um, not for him, but for my sister, if possible. I just want to see if she really enjoyed her party.
I feel like she was in awe. I feel like she's sitting back and for the first time, she has nothing to say. She was just very awestruck by what was said and who showed up and everything. Did you have a lot of celebrities? Did a lot of celebs show up?
There was a few people.
Well, she feels very honored that they were there and that you did this. Like, she's not saying a lot. I think this was mostly for your dad to come through, but I get the vibe that she would be awestruck. That's what I'm feeling right now.
That's perfect. Thank you so much. It was so great hearing from both of them. Yeah, that was great. Thank you.
Bye, sweetie. Have a great rest of your day.
You as well. Thanks.
Bye. I'm just sitting here so inspired by all of you that came through today to get messages from your people in the spirit world. It's always very, very inspiring for me to be here and to be able to, you know, help you with the spirit world. That's the most important thing, is like we get these messages that help us know that we're not alone here. You know, that's the most important thing. Esther, can I come to you, sweetheart? How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
Hi, honey. There's a man in the spirit world that's got a cowboy hat on. He comes through, and he's trying to tell me, did he have a black horse in the spirit world? Was there a horse that he would have loved that was black? I also feel like he would have cared for your horses as well. Would you understand who I'm talking about?
Yes.
Okay, because he comes in with a big hug and he said he's been really trying to help you. Like you're just like, "Woo, I'm really having a hard time. I need some extra help, love, and support." But that's what he's here to give you, like the extra help, love, and support. And he wants you to know that he wants you to just, it's almost like keep on the path, and you're trying to grow this. I know it's almost seems impossible, but it's going to grow. Like in the framework that we are right now, in the economy that we are right now, it's hard to grow it, but we are growing this. I'm just going to let you know. And this person in the spirit world would be helping you. Can I
Okay.
ask you, the dog that is in the camera with you?
It's my cat, Motley.
Oh, your cat. Is there also a dog in the spirit world for you?
Yes.
Does it look like a mixed color, like black, white, or like a border collie look?
Uh, more like wolfhound.
Okay, because he comes through for you, and I feel like the dog that comes through had some tummy issues when he was living here. When he was alive, I feel like he had something going on in the abdominal area. Did his, okay, I feel like there's a lot of animals coming through for you. And there's another one that I feel like stomach went like this. And you couldn't save that animal. Do you understand that? The
Yes.
stomach went like this, but that animal is not suffering anymore as well. And who would have had like migraines or pressure on their head, or like would have like I just got immediate pressure on my head. Would you understand that?
Uh, animal or human?
I feel the same with both. So who came to your thought first? Who was in your mind first?
Um,
I feel
it
like it's human.
then it would have been my horse.
Oh, it's your horse with the headache or brain problem.
The headache.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay. Okay. I have such a headache. Would you have had to put this horse down?
Yes.
Okay. Because I just felt like that it was immediate and fast and he didn't suffer. And he's also, is there an S initial in the spirit world that you would understand, like an S, Sammy Stevens? Would you understand that?
If it's feline, yes, or equine. There's a C.
I'm gonna just tell you, some cat just jumped on this horse's back.
Yeah, I lost a cat this past week.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So I feel like they've met up. The cat that you lost and is in the spirit world and just jumped on his back. That is a very affectionate cat because she just went and hugged him like
Yeah.
this around his neck. And she said, I'm good. You know, she's good. I feel like it was very quick too.
Yes.
Very, very quick. So I feel sudden or quick, and she was in the spirit world. And she's okay. She just wants you to know that she's okay. And would you also understand somebody in the spirit world? I feel like that would have had a heart condition. That would, okay. Is that human? Am I with a human yet?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I want you to know this isn't projecting that you are going to have this issue, but your heart gets broken. And we want to put light in your chest because we need you to keep doing this great work. Okay?
Okay.
And they bring you a huge bouquet of roses. For me, this is like they're honoring you. And this man has a tear coming down his cheek. I feel like this would have been a man that would have really understood your work in the world and been a really big supporter of you. Yeah. Are you teaching? Are you trying to teach at this point?
I do.
Keep that up. You need to keep teaching. Like, this is really important. The teaching. And I feel like it's going to lead to something that's going to be the next level thing. Like somebody that will know somebody that will say, hey, nobody's using this space. Let's do this here. Okay. And it's going to be very, I think you're going to have a lot of help that you need.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions?
Just one.
I think you froze.
We're working on a very long goal.
Say it one more time, hon.
We're working on a very large project that requires some
Okay, I want to just tell you, don't rush and
Significant,
okay.
substantial, some,
Substantial money. You need substantial money.
yes,
Okay, I'm gonna say this, don't rush into it right now. Bide your time for better results. Because I feel like you don't need to rush that, but it's coming.
okay,
So just chill out, take your breath, teach. And I do feel like it's happening. And it's really to help, to help the animals that you do have now.
yes, and community,
Yeah, it's happening. Like somebody is gonna, I almost feel like this is gonna come through an individual that you would have helped, that is helping you now.
okay,
So just bide your time. It's gonna happen. Be patient.
okay, thank you very,
That's where I want you to like keep visualizing it, that it's happening now, okay?
great, thank you.
My pleasure, sweetheart. Wow, I just love doing this. Okay, I know this sounds, no, I'm not gonna say that. Does somebody have a Peter in the spirit world that would have been a father? A Peter in the spirit world that would have been somebody's father? And I would like to say, okay. I'm really getting a blending here. Julie, is that for you?
It's my father-in-law who I really never knew very well, so
That's okay. Okay, let me just ask you a question. Are you doing traveling now? Are you gonna start traveling again?
um not a lot, but I'm going traveling in a couple weeks.
Yeah, because he's saying that this trip will be very, very good.
Okay.
He's been anticipating this trip. Like, is it to visit family or friends? Are you going with family or friends? Because that's what he's bringing me witness to.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm visiting family, but it's my family, not my husband's family.
That's okay. Is your husband going?
No, it's just
Okay.
me.
I
But
think he, I
but my
think,
husband is traveling right now, visiting
oh, okay.
family.
Visiting his family and you're gonna go visit. I think your father-in-law is coming in very, very happy that he's going to visit the family.
Good.
That it's really, really important. Is he visiting his mom that's still living or no?
No, he isn't. He's actually visiting our daughter.
Okay. It's gonna be a good and important trip for him. And I feel like he's gonna come home renewed, refreshed, interested in life again. Like I see your husband, like he needs little getaways.
Good.
That's what your father-in-law is talking about, that he needs little getaways. Can I ask you, did you start like a fund or a charity? Or are you doing like a
I'm
found,
really involved in a big charity project right now.
I feel like that's why they came in, like a lot of love for you and thank you for doing this. And it's almost like you put yourself on hold and you're full in, almost to the point where you're ending up doing all the work while everybody's kind of like behind you and you're like the leader. And it's kind of like, don't get fed up. I feel like they're coming in to tell her not to get fed up. This is really important work that she's doing.
That gives me chills. Thank you.
Yeah, so don't get fed up with the pinheads because they just don't know what you know. It's not that they're doing anything deliberate. They can't possibly do what you do.
Awesome. Thank
And
you.
you're a leader and you already know how to do this. So I want you to, I just want you to hang in, okay?
All right. Thank you.
My pleasure. Beautiful. Melissa, hi, how are you? Just unmute, sweetheart. How are you, sweetie?
Good.
I'm so happy you're here.
So am I.
Honey, do you have a grandparent in the spirit world? A grandmother?
Yes.
Okay, because I feel like your grandmother comes in and I think she's with your grandfather, like they hold hands. And I feel like, did she bake? Did she love to bake cookies?
Yes, that's my Polish grandmother.
Okay, because she's baking you cookies and she's bringing it me in cookies and she says she's so proud of you. And she's talking about all the good that you're doing. Like she says that you actually help a lot of people, Melissa. So if that's your circle or your family or your friends, she notices the light that you bring into people's lives. And she just wants me to tell you how important a job you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here, sweetheart. I appreciate you.
I kind of have like a dog, a question for you.
Okay.
His name is a Yorkie. He's a Yorkie, and his name is Rocky.
The Rocky named Yorkie, your grandmother just picked him up and she goes, this little thing. I almost feel like your grandmother would have liked big dogs. Do you understand? If she would have had a pet, it would have been a bigger one. Would you understand that?
Yes, because my
Yeah, but
Italian.
she loves your little dog and she feeds him in the spirit world. So she's a perfect person for this little guy. And I also, did you get another dog?
Actually, my aunt did.
Oh, good.
And it's a Yorkie.
Yeah, but that's like your dog, right?
Yeah, I call him the baby.
Yeah, he's your baby. I love it.
But
That
he's
works.
been sick. He has lots of issues.
I think he'll come out of it. I just feel like it's something with its stomach or a little flu. I think he'll be okay, sweetheart.
He has gallstones in his bladder.
I'm sorry?
He has gallstones in his bladder.
Yeah, I feel like that'll be okay. They'll figure that one out. It's not going to be a long term.
Follow him to pass away, and he has that problem. He can't walk anymore. He walks
Okay,
on his knees.
Melissa, we're going to go with he's going to be okay. All right, Angel? God bless you, sweetheart. Rosemary, can I come to you, please? Hi. Hi, hon. Would you understand a brother in the spirit world? Can you unmute, Rosemary? Do you have a brother in the spirit world, hon?
Yes, I do.
Okay, because he
Can
comes
you
in for
hear
you.
me?
What?
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, because he comes in and he says, I'm always around her. I feel like you guys were super close, and I feel like he would make you laugh a lot.
He was my best friend.
Yeah. And he's talking about like walking with you. Like when you go for a walk, he's always with you. And he's saying you're learning a lot of new things, like how to take your time for yourself, before you say anything. Like you're really you've done a lot of work. And I feel
Well,
like
so right now, my birthday was yesterday,
happy
and
birthday.
I'm at the 10th cycle of my life path. Okay. So it's a new beginning for me. And I'm
Yeah, he's
praying.
telling me that it's very, very noticeable, all the work that you're doing. And he wants you to understand that that's the beginning of something great for you. So
I hope so, because life has been
keep it
really
up.
hard.
I'm just gonna say this, let me just get this out. Keep up what you're doing. It's really radically changing your life circumstances, your life, your health. And also, what do you get out for walks? Are you walking in nature? Are you?
The thing is, right now, I really haven't been able to get out and
Okay.
walk because I'm living with my friend Sandra, and it's the highway. But I used to walk on the beach. I used to walk on the beach all the time.
Okay. I want you to know that I feel like those memories of walking on the beach or whatever you're thinking about, the happy thoughts that you think about, is how you are changing. So keep that good energy. That's really, really important for you.
Okay, last night my son and I were talking about to try to get me closer to Brigantine, so I'm closer to the beach to walk. We just
Good.
had that conversation last night.
Okay, so they're acknowledging this for you. So I just think it's going to be another few months and you'll be closer to the beach. Thanks for being here, sweetheart.
Oh, thank you so much. You know something, my brother always comes through.
I didn't know that, but I like him. He's got great energy, just like you.
Yeah, I kept on talking to him and telling him to have his ass come through for me.
That's so sweet. Thank
He
you.
knows when I need him.
Thank you, Angel. Thanks for being here. Kelly, Kelly, can I talk to you, please? Kelly?
Yes.
Do you understand your dad coming through for you in the spirit world, hon?
Yes.
Okay. Because he comes through in a really big way, and he said that you're very important to him. He might not have always told you that, but he keeps telling me to let you know how important you are to him. And I
Thank you.
feel like maybe he didn't always say that to you, but I feel like he's saying that now. Would you understand that?
Yes.
And he says that it's like you work so hard to get out of feeling bad. You work hard to get out of feeling bad. And that makes me really proud of you, because that's what we all need to do. Work hard at not feeling bad. Reach for the joy, reach for the hope, reach for the good. And he notices that. And he said that just keep that up, because it's almost changing everything around you. And do you have a son?
Yes.
Okay. Because he's around your son a lot. He says that he's helping your son.
So my son is here. So he's helping my son here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess because I don't want to say anything else, just because I know you don't like any other additional information, but that makes sense.
Yeah, he says he's around him and he's helping him, and he's like actually saying it's going to be okay. Okay. So just
Great.
hang in there and it's going to be okay. Are you thinking about moving as well, hon?
Yes, I would like to.
Yeah, you will. It's going to take probably another, I'm getting 9 weeks, 9 days, or 9 months. I'm getting the number 9. So we're in October. So just count out 9 weeks and just mark your calendar, and then count out 9 months. I don't think it'll be in 9 days. Okay.
Yeah, I don't take 9 days either, but 9 months sounds good.
Yeah, you will. And that'll be like your dream place almost. Like this, it'll be like a completely different situation than you've been. Because I feel like you put it out there enough where, it's going to just manifest for you in a really, really good way.
Oh,
So
perfect.
would you?
Yes, definitely.
Do you have any questions?
That was basically my question, is if I was going to, I guess the other one would be, will I be independent, I guess, in my next
I
journey?
definitely think you'll be independent. And I want to say this, you'll be as independent as you want to be.
Okay.
So if you really want to be completely independent, see that, visualize that, feel it in every fiber of your being. And that will happen, because I would say right now, the universe is spinning so fast on its axis that, like, the joke among some spiritual people, like the average idiot can manifest a 6-pack of beer on his front door. So think really big. And I'm not saying like crazy, like the spirit. Oh, remember the movie The Spirit, like vision boards, and I'm going to manifest $1 million. It doesn't work like that. It works
Right.
if you change you. It works if you can feel this really heightened vibration, and you can do it. It's within your reach. It's almost like, okay, I'm going to just take this moment. All right. Because this is a really important thing. I heard something, I think it was on Instagram, that NASA wanted to figure out how they hire seriously geniuses. So they did this big study. They went to 5-year-olds, like kindergarten, that's 5-year-olds, right? And every one of those kids was a genius level at 5 years old. And as they followed these children in high school, they were so dumbed down by getting indoctrinated with things that aren't imaginative, high vibration, high light, high spirituality. They were so dumbed down by the non-creative forces that they were no longer geniuses. So if I'm here to say, I have an amazing life helping people, that's the life I chose. I didn't know I was going to help people, but do I love doing this? I love it more than anything. And here's the beauty of it. I almost think like a little 5-year-old. So even if you think, oh, I don't have time to do that, do it. It's kind of fun. Even if it's for 10 minutes in the morning. And then you will see things manifest in your life that you didn't expect. And there'll be higher vibration things by keeping the light, keeping the joy, keeping the lift in your spirit, and keeping the high vibration. I have to just
Yes,
say,
I feel my vibration changing.
you do. Well, it's obvious
Yeah.
because your dad's talking about it. I want to just say that, I couldn't do what I do if it wasn't for a whole bunch of people helping me. Like I have an amazing assistant, Chelsea. I have an amazing IT person. Like I could just walk into my room and do this. And I really, really want to do this again. And I know that we got started a little bit later today than I would have perhaps liked, but this is something I want to kind of do ongoing. At least once a week, once a month. I just want to keep doing this because I think it's really, really important for people that couldn't book with me or can't come to an event. But I do have these events, and I do have Gallery of Eights where you're guaranteed a reading. You may not want to do a private with me, so the Gallery of Eight is at a different price point. It's a shorter reading, but you're guaranteed a reading. I want to go with Laura. Can I go with you? Laura Norgard, how are you, sweetie? Kelly, I'm really wishing you so much love. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Hi, Laura. I'm here with you now.
Hi.
Hello. So let me ask you a question. There's a male in the spirit world that comes in, and I feel like this guy was very handsome. And he comes in with a lot of love for you, and he comes in with a glass of champagne, like he's celebrating for you, and he's celebrating. I feel like it's something that would have not, I feel like it's not here yet. I feel like what he's celebrating has not arrived yet, but he's telling me to tell you, is your mom in the spirit world too?
No, not my mom.
Okay, is it his mom? This man's mom? Would his mom be in the spirit world?
No.
Okay, is there a Tony, a Tommy, or a Terry? Would you understand that?
In the spirit world?
Yeah. Do you
Tony.
have, who was your first T initial that you thought about?
T?
No?
No.
Okay, let me stick
I
with,
thought you were talking about somebody I knew, but
oh, you are, I am. This is somebody that you know. Hold on for a second. Did this person cross over rather young? Would this person have crossed over rather young? I'm getting like 40s or 50s.
early 60s?
But did he look good for his age? Would you understand?
I think so, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Because when I look at this man, he looks like he's 40 or 50, not 60.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel like this person comes in with a lot of love for you, and a lot of support. And I almost want to say that this person would have spent a lot of time with you. I feel like he would have went places with you. He would have traveled with you. Does this make sense? What I'm bringing to you about him?
In different ways. When you talked about the champagne, my anniversary's coming up,
Okay.
and I think you're talking about my father-in-law, my husband's
Okay.
father.
All right. Well, let me just ask you in different ways. So you would have celebrated holidays with him. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I almost feel like when I feel into his energy, he feels like a father for you. Like he's
Yes.
very supportive of you. He's not like a father-in-law like you're putting up with, that you
Yeah.
had People conversations with him, he's talking to me about. Who is the golfer? Who,
My husband's uncle who passed was the golfer.
okay, he's with the uncle that's golfing.
Yes, yes, they're brother-in-laws.
Yeah, because he comes in with him.
Okay,
He's talking about, the brother-in-law. So I want to just say that he's coming in with the brother-in-law,
okay.
and he's talking about. Did they, were they friendly, these two?
Yes,
Okay, because they're hanging out in the spirit
yes,
world.
they would, yeah.
And they're just having a great time. And did they also like to play cards? Who would have like played poker or cards in the spirit world?
I don't think Dad would have played, but I have family members on my side who like to play cards.
Okay, because I feel like there's a card game going, and I got these two guys together here.
Okay, okay, it's possible.
Yeah, okay, I understand. And do you have a daughter?
I have 2 daughters, yes,
Okay, is one struggling a little bit right now?
yes,
They're hugging that daughter, and they told me to just not worry about that daughter because they're helping her. So I feel like, worry less, project more, see her the way you want her to be, not perhaps the way you want her to be, but let's see her joyful, healthy, whole, complete, doing what she loves to do, safe. Do that visualization for her. But
okay,
breathe for yourself first, give yourself the light, and then just visualize that for her.
okay,
I feel like the more that you could do that, it's almost like the more will transpire for her.
okay.
Do you have any questions?
Will my husband make a full recovery?
Who has the leg problem?
My husband.
Okay. He's gonna walk, he's gonna be able to move, but I do see, like, he's gonna laugh and smile. I'm just gonna
Yes.
say, but he's gonna continue to laugh and smile, and it might irritate him and aggravate him and give him a little, it's not gonna stop him from living his life.
Okay,
So that's what you need to know.
thank
Okay,
you, thank you,
my pleasure. So much love and light to you, sweetheart.
thank you so much.
I wish I could go on forever. I can't. I'm so sorry. Thank you to everyone that helped me with this event. I'm gonna close this out now, and please join me for November 17th is a large event. And you know, I give readings and you can relate to the readings that I give. And then the end of November, November 30th, I still have tickets left for the Gallery of 8. The other thing I want to tell you is if you're in need of like one-on-one, I do mentoring, and on my website, you could see videos of ladies that I have mentored in the past. My expertise or my intuition helps me help you. That's how I do that work. I rely on my spirit and your spirit guides to help me help you. So if you have any thoughts, go watch some of the videos. And if you relate, just reach out to us at assistant@susanellenmedium.com. I'm so grateful that you joined us today. We're going to do this again. We'll put up links and we'll get to more people. I'm going to close this out. If you would join us all, just quietly closing your eyes and just taking a few deep breaths. Closing out now. Imagine that white light on top of your head coming down through the top of your head, into your neck, to your upper back, your middle back, your lower back, into your legs, your knees, your calves, and your feet. Imagine that ball of beautiful light, God's light, going back into the earth, and just thanking those that came from spirit to help give you love, hope, help, and relief. We're just going to say goodbye for now. We're ending our session for today. They're always with you, though. You could talk to them anytime. One more deep breath. Let it all go. Beautiful. Amen. God bless you. Well, I'm so sorry if I couldn't get to everybody, but thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate the support. I couldn't do this without you. So thank you so much. I love you.